Christopher Reeve's son is all grown up and has his Superman dad's chiseled good looks. There's no shortage of celebrity kids in Hollywood who look like clones of their famous parents. From Reese Witherspoon's look-alike teen daughter to Chrissy Teigen's little girl, Luna, looking just like her dad did as a baby, it's an extremely common occurrence and one I always find so interesting. In the case of Christopher Reeve, his 25-year-old son, Will, is his dad's living legacy in more ways than one. The Superman star had 2 children with his former partner, Dee Exton, but it's the son he had with actress Dana Morosini who reminds me most of Christopher in his early days. Though Will has remained largely out of the spotlight in recent years, focusing on his education and budding career in the sports news industry, he recently made a public appearance. Over the course of his life, Christopher was an actor, film director, producer, screenwriter, equestrian, and activist. But there's no doubt about which role this handsome star was best known for. He first rose to prominence playing Superman in the 1978 adaptation, Superman, the movie. It was one of his very first professional acting roles. Christopher even won BAFTA's award for Most Promising Male Newcomer for his performance the following year. Christopher went on to star in 3 more sequels as the caped superhero: Superman 2, 1980, Superman 3, 1983, and Superman 4, The Quest for Peace, 1987. Throughout his career, he also appeared in other critically acclaimed movies, including The Bostonians and The Remains of the Day. Tragically, the famously handsome actor became a quadriplegic after being thrown from a horse during an equestrian competition in 1995. Christopher, then a father of 3, was only 42 years old at the time. He was in a wheelchair and required a portable ventilator for the remainder of his life. During that time, his wife, Dana, the mother of his youngest son, Will, remained by Christopher's side. The two focused more on activism than acting from that point on. The couple founded the Christopher Reeve Foundation, later renamed the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation, and co-founded the Reeve Irvine Research Center, lobbying on behalf of spinal cord injury victims and for stem cell research. The actor died in 2004, at age 52. His widow, Dana, tragically passed away from lung cancer less than 2 years later, leaving their son an orphan. Over a decade later, Will is now 25 years old, and people can't help but notice how much the young man shares his dad's famously chiseled good looks. While they aren't total twins, like some father-son pairs, there's no denying that both share very similar features like that sharp jawline. Will attended the annual fundraising gala, A Magical Evening, for the Christopher and Dana Reeve Foundation on November 16, 2017. At the event, Will looked like the spitting image of his dad. Will posted on the red carpet next to his older half-siblings, Matthew and Alexandra, who are the children of Christopher and his former partner, Dee Exton. According to a 2016 interview with People, Will, who was a minor when his parents both died, lived with a childhood friend after Dana passed away. Reportedly, Dana wanted Will to remain in Bedford, New York, the community he'd grown up in, and she made arrangements for him to stay there before her death. Will and his dad also shared a love of sports, calling it a major component of their family bond. If it involved a ball or a stick or a racket or a bat or a puck, we were either watching it or playing it or talking about it together, Will told People. In fact, Christopher actually spent his last day alive watching one of Will's hockey games. Nowadays, Will's career honors the sports-centric bond he and his dad shared. After interning at Good Morning America and working there as a production assistant while attending Middlebury College, Will got a job on ESPN's SportsCenter. He joined the network in August 2014, as a contributor across all platforms. Don't forget to share this story on Facebook with other fans of the legendary actor.